Hi, my name is Matthew Fahey, and I was deeply grateful and honored to be a part of the 2017 Oak Park Festival theater season in the production of Macbeth, and I played Macbeth. It was, it was, it was. I, I grew up in Oak Park, and I saw a lot of the Tom Mula productions. In fact, actually, long before that, one of my babysitters had a walk-on role in the first Romeo and Juliet that they did. And I really looked up to her, and that was when I started to think that acting might be a cool thing. And then when I was in college, I saw, let me see if I can remember, Merchant of Venice, Falstaff, which is all the Henry IV Falstaff scenes put together, Dr. Faustus, and Richard III, which was amazing. That blew my socks off. So I had long wanted to be a part of the festival, and I'd love to do it again. But yeah, so outdoor theater, you have to want to do it. There are some challenges that if you're not in a certain frame of mind, can probably, I would imagine, be a downer. But if you're up for it, it's amazing. Cicadas, ambulance drivers going around the block twice because maybe I imagine they couldn't find the address that they were looking for. Jumbo jets on their approach to O'Hare, popping their landing gear. But those are, you would think that those are negative things, but they really, they tend to focus you and draw you into the moment. And, for instance, when the planes would go overhead, I would just stop, look at the audience. There was one in particular, I was speaking, I was doing a soliloquy, so you're talking to the audience, and I just stopped and stared at the audience, and it was as if, for me, it was as if Macbeth was saying, yeah, you're going to sit there and wait, because what I have to say is really important, and it's my inner truth, and and who knows if that even read, or if it's important that it read, but what it did for me was it energized the rest of that monologue and just put me in the moment totally. And then there were some brilliant things other brilliant things, like right before Macbeth is going to murder Duncan, and he stumbles and he's like, oh, I got to be quiet, and he's talking. There are images of the wolf and hunter. He's trying to psych himself up. I looked up into the sky, and the moon was full, and it was as if it was, encouraging me on to take on my my wolf-like nature, and it was, that can't be planned. Likewise, I had a couple people who had an impact on my life who passed away, who had memorial trees in Austin Gardens, and I remember delivering speeches to those trees, and it's just this opportunities are so rife for magic and grounding yourself in the moment. And yes, it rains, and the Jeff committee can't come and see your best show, or it's so hot and you're wearing chainmail upon, the padding underneath and the costume, and you're just dripping in sweat. One thing I will say before I show the monologue is, never go shopping for pants right after you do a summer of Macbeth. Because I went and got some jeans, and they fit me for about a month afterward, because I had dropped like 5 or 10 pounds during the thing, and they have never fit again. So yeah, it's an amazing experience to do theater outside, and it's amazing to do it with Oak Park Festival in Austin Gardens. And it's like climbing a mountain. don't do it if you're not up for it. But if you do it, there's going to be some great things that you discovered that you couldn't have even imagined. And I met some brilliant people and wonderful actors and fighters, and just everybody was so focused on putting out the best work that they could do, and it was a privilege to be a part of that. Anyway, so I prepared the tomorrow speech from Act 5 of the play, and just to lead into that is his servant, one of the few remaining servants that are left, because everybody's just, the rats are getting off the ship. At this point, he's surrounded, and he has very few, if any, friends left. But his armorer comes in and tells him, after there's a scream that's heard, that his wife is dead, and then this is his response. She should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow. A poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.